Yo, what up, hey, how you doing, guys? My name is Sanj and today we are back with another video. As you can see from the title, today we have a bit of a pickups video, but the focus is going to be on the sneakers. Now, I had initially planned to do a fat winter sales pickups, but I then clocked that I have about 8 pairs of sneakers, which is a video in itself, and I don't know what the length of the video is as I'm recording this, but I figured it's going to be a long one, especially knowing my style of just constant blah 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 blah. So I figured I would just break it down into a sneakers pickups video, and then hopefully next week we're gonna have, like I just said, a fat winter sale pickups video. And by fat, I mean this is by far one of the biggest. Your boy went ham. I kind of just want to jump straight into it whilst also saying a massive, like genuinely massive thank you to all you wonderful people in the comment section down below on my previous video where, I showcased the whole shaving of the head thing. To be completely honest with you, I sort of did it and I was like, yeah, it is what it is. But reading your comments and, some of your personal journeys that you faced through, whatever it might have been, it was incredibly touching. And, the love, the support that you guys have shown me throughout the years, but especially recently over this whole shit show that is happening currently with me. It's so much love. I do appreciate it massively. With that being said, what else do I need to say prior to actually launching into the video? If you enjoy this content, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, share, subscribe, do all that other jazz, because it helps me out tremendously. And 2021 is a year that I really want to take the YouTube to a whole other game. So yes, if you enjoy it, leave a thumbs up because it helps me out tremendously. Share, subscribe, do all that other jazz. With that being said, let's just jump straight into it with a sneaker numero uno out of the 8 that we have for you today. Kicking things off, we have the LV sneaker in the red and white colorway. I should also mention as well that I'm not much of a sneakerhead, so all the technical terms and jargons I might kind of skip on. I just want to talk about the shoe in itself, perhaps the way that I'm going to style them. These are absolutely beautiful. These were released, I believe, on the 1st of December 2020, and the special thing about them is that for each pair sold, $200 will go to the global funds to fight AIDS with, or in collaboration with Red. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of Red products in the past, be it with Apple iPhones, tech giants, other clothing giants. But anyway, mix of materials here, primarily leather and rubber. Supposedly it takes 7 hours to stitch one pair. As you can see, we have the LV initials on the tongue, on the side, and on the back. This is just a highlight of that Louis Vuitton red that I spoke earlier. We also have this beautiful luggage tag on the side, which can actually be used on your bags and taken away from the shoe. Monogram flowers on the outsole. They're made in Italy. They are so beautiful. To me, they're reminiscent of the Chicago colorways. They're a blend of like a Jordan 1 low and a dunk, and to me that was the perfect opportunity to go and cop these, because although they are high-end sneakers, they feel well designed. And normally with fashion sneakers, especially from LV, prior to Virgil being there, at least there was a lot of branding. It was very much in your face. It was just LV, LV, LV everywhere. And to be fair, on the white bits you can clearly still see remnants of that with the embossed LV detailing, but it's so subtle. Now on feet, I went with a size UK 6, which is just one down from my true size. They fit incredible, they look amazing. I've got them paired here with the Atelier d'Europa grey sweatpants, and yeah man, absolutely beautiful pair of shoes. Love them. Next up, we have the Nike Dunk High Syracuse. Is it pronounced Syracuse? Syracuse. This is the 99 OG version. Now, something that I found interesting is that the color is referred to as the Orange Blaze, which I thought was quite cool. It's super potent and it is a beautiful color. And as you can see right now, I'm highlighting one of my favorite bits of these shoes, which is the super thick mesh padding. It's so comfy. Like I said, this is the 99 version. So these are super old, yet they're in extremely good condition. As you can see, the leather is worn in really nicely. You've got the slight creases here and there, but besides that, it is very much in a very decent condition. And supposedly they're set to make a return in March 2021. So if you don't like old shoes and you'd prefer to, get them new, in a couple of months you may be able to do so. Absolutely beautiful. Now, with Nike shoes and most sneakers, in fact with every other sneaker that you're going to see me showcase today, I've stayed true to size with a UK 7, EU 41, US 8. So that is my true size. Now in terms of on body, as you can see, once again paired with the Atelier d'Europa grey sweatpants. In fact, all the shoes are paired with those, so don't ask for it. Links will be in the description box down below. Unfortunately, they're sold out, but he's releasing other colorways that you may check out. Absolutely beautiful. Look at them. So cool. Love them. Thank you for blessing them. Oh, actually, shout out to the Instagram page, Rare Reserve. I will be sure to leave the handle in the description box down below because he was the one that was able to plug them for me. So I'm very thankful. Do check out their pages and yeah, copy yourself some absolute heat, especially if you're looking for like vintage shoes. I believe they've got loads of like Jordans, 85s, 94s, etc, etc. And sticking with the theme of the dunks, we have the Nike Dunk High Lucky Green, which I believe were originally released in 2009, much like the other pair. Very simple. However, this time around, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to showcase that just now, they feature this really cool fabric of this mesh squared, almost like an inner lining that can be found throughout the shoe. Now the swoosh, I believe, is in a green leather, but besides that, all the green detailing that can be found on the shoe is in this beautiful mesh, which I thought was really quite cool. Gives it a sort of tech-y vibe. Now, I'm going to be honest here, obviously a pair of Dunks or a pair of Jordans with very similar colorway in the green leather would look just as cool, if not better. But I think this kind of has that nod, a throwback to a vintage feel, and that's kind of what made me gravitate towards them. Super clean, love them. Now, again, sizing, I stay true to size, and these bad boys are so much tighter than the rest. So I think I'm gonna either have to wear into them or just stretch them out a tiny bit because my God, these fit really, really tight. Really super cool shoe. They look absolutely amazing. I love the color. I love the yellowing of the sole. Now, obviously there's all the yellow piss stained soles jokes that are going to be flying about. It just gives it such a nice touch, and with the green, I think it sits really nicely. Both colors combine each other and complement each other really well. So that is that for the Nike Dunk High Lucky Green, which I copped from Grailed. Thank you. On to the next. Up next, we have a shoe that I had absolutely no idea about a mere 2 weeks or a few weeks ago. These are the Nike SB Dunk High Pro Premium Invert. Quite the mouthful. Introduced to me by my girlfriend's brother, who's very much a massive sort of SB Dunk sneakerhead. And now seeing as there is a huge sort of hype bubble around the dunks, he just introduced me to them and I was able to pick his brain about them and see what made them special. Now, truth be told, at first I wasn't too keen on the whole double color, just because, you know, coming from a styling purpose, I was just like, yeah, how do you wear these? Because you've got this beautiful black and pink suede, which is very reminiscent of like a strawberry yogurt, and then on the inside you've got the Celtics colorway, which is this white and green leather. Truth be told, the white and green can barely be seen when you're wearing them, as you'll see on body. And one thing that I absolutely adore about this pair of shoes is the concept where if you invert the colors, or if you put a negative filter on, the shoes get inverted. I thought that was a really cool and neat feature. In fact, it's probably a feature that I've already demonstrated in the me showing the shoe portion, which, by the way, I've done it in such a weird way this time around, where I'm just holding onto the shoe and just like, you know, twisting and turning it. But hopefully you guys get a good idea of what the shoe looks like. Again, sizing UK 7, EU 41, US 8. They look amazing. These are going to be my beaters, and I'm curious to see how I'm going to be pulling them off in various outfits, because this is, out of the bunch anyway, this is definitely the pair that is a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? The furthest out of what I would normally purchase. Let's put it that way. Boom skis. Okay, I seem to have gone full dunk hype beast amongst or along many other people. But next up, we have the Nike Dunk High Football Grey. Again, a super recent purchase. In fact, this is one I won in a raffle. Or I should say, I won the opportunity to cop them in a raffle, which sounds insane to even say out loud. Now, truth be told, I don't know why they call the football greys, because it's definitely more of a light baby blue as opposed to like a grey. The color is insane. It very much gives me sort of 90s vibe, which I'm very much fond of. I think it looks awesome. I think it can be paired super easily. Now, as I'm sure you'll be able to gather from the shoes that I've shown today, there is a common theme of having this color plus white shoe, and that's the sort of colorways that I tend to gravitate towards. There is also a theme within the silhouettes that I'm showing, which is very much a reminiscent of the Jordans, the Dunk Highs, and those are pretty much the only sneakers that I tend to stick with, especially around now. I think I've come to the stage now where I know what I like and I know what works with my wardrobe, therefore I don't need to try and be experimental, or at least not as much as I used to be. Let's put it that way. That is that for the Nike Dunk High football greys. They look amazing on feet. I'm very gassed to pair them up and to style them because these are going to be awesome, and I can't wait for these to age really nicely because I think that color, that sort of football grey / baby blue that I would refer them to, will age really nicely. And yeah, man, this is going to be a pair that I hope to hold on to for a very long time because they are absolutely fuego. And we're now coming up to the big heavy hitters with the Ambush Nike Dunk High in black and white colorway. Monochromatic color scheme. This is a collaboration, as the name suggests, between Ambush, which can be found right here on the back panel, and the Nike Dunk Highs. They feature a very high tongue, which has the branding. Now, the Nike swoosh is in rubber and it stretches back beyond the shoe's shape to emulate a sense of movement and motion. At least this is what Yoon has said. Now, I don't know why in every sort of clip I tend to show the back of the tongue in every written thing because you clearly can't see it, but I seem to showcase it. Anyway, you've got this raised platform in the back which has the Ambush branding. You've got, as I said, the Nike ticks that extend beyond the shoe and can be used to play with. Now, initially I had said that this shoe was insanely well made in terms of the materials, and I thought it was leather. Reading up about it, it says that the uppers are crafted from nylon, synthetic, and mesh. So this is the thing with sneakers, and this is why I'll never be a sneakerhead. Like, I'm not able to differentiate the materials that can be found on a shoe, and that's bugging me. But one thing that I did want to mention is the construction on this is on point. Now, we often talk about sneakers and how they feature this incredible leather, which it might be true when you're comparing it to other sneakers, but in reality, when you're comparing it to actual leather goods, be it boots, be it bags, the leathers that can be found on shoes, sneakers, especially from Nike, is dog shit, let's be honest. But in this particular pair, genuinely, the construction, the material, it feels amazing, it feels premium, and we love to see it. Now, again, sizing UK 7, EU 41, USA. I know I sound like a freaking parrot, just repeating everything. Oh, also, it does need to be said, this pair of shoe attracts dirt like no other. It's insane. I've only worn them a handful amount of times, and there's already like stains on the back, stains at the front that look like a shit stain. They're not. I just need to clean them up. And yeah, man, super cool shoe. I believe there's going to be a few iterations or different colorways that are coming out over the next coming month. But yeah, absolutely beautiful shoe, and one that I'm gassed to add to my collection. Next up, we have the Fugazi one in the chamber in the cool grey colorway. Now, I've already sort of showcased these on the channel. Granted, it wasn't like a highlighted video where it's just the focus is on the shoes. They were worn previously in an outfit. You guys have seen, I mean, I'm sure you guys know all about these. Absolutely beautiful. This is the second iteration that Trevor has released. The first one being the Chicago colorway, this one being the cool grays. He's only made a few adjustments to them, I believe. I think he's changed some of the lace tips, made them a bit stronger and sturdier. And what is this called? The outsole? No, the sole. The bottom of the shoe basically now looks a lot more polished and just a lot better. I still love all the detailing that can be found, like the back of the tongue right here, wanted, dead or alive, two-tooth tread. This is one of my favorite details that can be found on the shoe, actually, the bullet holes front, which I think it's so cool. It's so on theme with the rest of the shoe, and we absolutely love to see it. Beautiful shoe, extremely hyped. I think you can find this on the resale market. Now, the good thing about these is that, fortunately, they go for cheaper than the Chicagos or the first iteration. So, yeah, man, love them. Super cool. US 8, they look amazing. winner, winner, chicken dinner. And then last but certainly not the least, we have the Jordan 1 Dark Mochas, which many people refer to as the poor man's Travis Scott. But truth be told, these are fire. I'm going to be honest though, as soon as I get the Jordan 1's Travis Scotts, no, actually no, that's a lie. I'm going to get them and I will still keep these because I think they are different enough. And if you have the Travis Scotts, then these can be considered your beaters, whilst your Travis Scotts can be a bit more of a special occasion pair of shoe if you wish to have that. Genuine nubuck leather in premium brushed suede. The materials are awesome. They have a black accent at the front, which gives off a black toe vibe, especially when you're covering the back of the shoe. As you'll see on the on body, you know, the way that I like to wear my trousers over the shoes, it kind of does look like a black toe pair of Jordans. Jordan 1, one of my favorite silhouettes. I've said this plenty of times on this channel. They look amazing. You guys know all about them. Quite possibly the most coveted / reviewed silhouette on YouTube, on the internet, just in general life. They look amazing. I'm very thankful to the wonderful people over at Sourced London for plugging them, or for sourcing them for me, I should say, rather than plugging them. I paid very good price, way under market, so I am ever so thankful and grateful to the wonderful people over at Sourced London. Everything will be in the description box down below for you guys to find out about it. Sizing, once again, UK 7, EU 41, US 8, and yeah man, I love them. They're so cool. I haven't purchased a pair of Jordan 1s in a while, so this is the most recent Jordan 1s that I have acquired and have now added to my list of fire sneakers, because I'm now such a sneakerhead, as you can see from all the recent purchases. So that is that for this video. This is the last pair of shoes. We've now come to 8 sneakers. Damn, quite the busy month. Busy couple of months. Yeah. And that is going to conclude today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. There was a lot of sneakers. As mentioned, some of them are completely brand new, like I haven't even had a chance to wear them. Some of them obviously have been worn prior, some of them are vintage, I keep looking back that way because that's where all the sneakers are currently. Okay, why am I saying sneakers? Bruh, all the trainers. British out here, fam. All the trainers are, also what's up with all these gang signs? Anyway, all the trainers are stored right there, so I keep looking over there. Thank you so much for your continued support. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, share. I just spat. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, share, subscribe, do all that other jazz because it helps me out tremendously. When is this video going live? On a Thursday. Hopefully I'll have another video on Sunday. And until then, have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace. Also, if anybody's wondering, hat is from SLP. I don't actually remember the season, but yes, hat is from SLP. Jumper, drop 2, and then hoodie also drop 2. Little teasers here and there, you know what I mean? We're just teasing it. Teasing it. Thank you.